Well, hello everybody. Good morning. I'm here today to work on lesson 11, which is fantastic. Um, I'm just wondering how everybody did with lesson 10. My thoughts do not mean anything. It's a bit of a more heavier, deeper lesson, so I'm hoping that you all managed well with it. And if you didn't, really, seriously, just send me an email and I will be happy to explain, address. Sometimes we feel when we're doing this on our own, even, with videos or whatever, it's really hard to feel that support, and sometimes we feel very alone in the process. And I can tell you, I have people all around me. I belong to a Facebook online A Course in Miracles group, and yet over the past little while I have felt very alone, and I think it's because in our process it's not something that people can, it's not a journey that people can take with us. We are very much on our own in our journey because we are all so different on that human level, and how we take this journey and how we react to the shifting and the processing and everything that's going on, either, that we can see or in the background. It's very different in every person. And so to some degree we are very much alone. But to another degree we are very much in this together. And I support you, and I'm sending you love through the process. So whatever you're feeling, whether it's anger or resistance, sadness, guilt, fear, whatever it is that these lessons might be bringing up for you, please know I am going through something pretty intense right now with the lessons. I'm just a bit farther along because I started at the beginning of the year, but I have been, and because I've done the lessons before, and this is really the first time that it's really, I think, sunk in at a deep, deep level, there are a lot of things I'm going through, and it's not just my mind, it's not just my emotions, it's spiritual, mental, emotional, and most of all, the one that I think surprised me the most is physical. I have aches and pains, and my digestive system is railing at me, and emotions are flying up like rapid fire, and it's all I can do to keep it together to experience them and be to some degree in the presence of love as I watch them being processed through me. So it is a big shift, and it will manifest itself in many different ways. And so just know that your body, as you shift and the frequency increases, your body and your mind and your spirit and your emotional body all have to come into alignment. And for that to happen, there are many different things that need to go on in order for that alignment to come into play. And sometimes it means a detox, an emotional detox, or it means a physical detox. And your body might just be purging a lot of old stuff that was being held on by certain emotions. So stick with it. If you do have any questions about that part of the process, please do write to me, because I do have some experience with it, and I'm just trying to really stay in that presence of love as I go through it, and not fall into that and listen to the ego, which is telling me I'm going crazy, I'm dying, all these many things are happening, because there is a deeper truth in me that is saying this is part of the process and everything is fine. That being said, if you do have something medical going on that you feel is serious, then you definitely should seek medical help. So today's lesson, lesson 11. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. This is the first idea we have had that is related to a major phase of the correction process, the reversal of the thinking of the world. It seems as if the world determines what you perceive. Today's idea introduces the concept that your thoughts determine the world you see. So how you see the world through your perspective is how it works. You can talk to other people who have had the same experience as you, and you can come out of it really having totally different perspectives on what exactly happened. I mean, you look at any car accident, you got 5 witnesses, and everybody has their own way of describing it. Even sometimes the details that they give are different than the other people. So that's kind of telling us that the world we see is really based on our thoughts. Be glad indeed to practice the idea in its initial form, for in this idea is your release made sure. The key to forgiveness lies in it. We're talking about forgiveness now. That's a big one. The practice periods for today's idea are to be undertaken somewhat differently from the previous ones. Begin with your eyes closed and repeat the idea slowly to yourself. Then open your eyes and look about, near and far, up and down, anywhere. During the minute or so to be spent in using the idea, merely repeat it to yourself, being sure to do so without haste and with no sense of urgency or effort. So really do it mindfully, really be in the moment of repeating the exercise. To do these exercises for maximum benefit, the eyes should move from one thing to another fairly rapidly, since they should not linger on anything in particular. The words, however, should be used in an unhurried, even leisurely fashion. The introduction to this idea, in particular, should be practiced as casually as possible. It contains the foundation for the peace, relaxation, and freedom from worry that we are trying to achieve. On concluding the exercises, close your eyes and repeat the idea once more slowly to yourself. 3 practice periods today will probably be sufficient. However, if there is little or no uneasiness and an inclination to do more, as many as 5 may be undertaken. More than this is not recommended. So it's really asking you to be very relaxed about it, not to have that push or force. I must get this done. I must do, what it's telling me to do, and I must do it right. And, sometimes we get caught up in the properness of it, and we miss the whole idea of the lesson in doing that. So just relax into it and allow it to work its magic in the background, and don't worry about what it's supposed to be doing or how you're supposed to be feeling. You're supposed to be feeling and doing and being exactly what you are feeling and doing and being right now. That's all there is to it. So try to leave the judgment out. Be gentle with yourselves, sending you lots of love and gratitude for taking this journey. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow with Lesson 12. Bye now.